Alrighty, welcome back, Impact family. Okay, we're going to be focusing on order of operations for the Asvab test. So it says, what is the value of 50 minus 2, parenthesis 2 plus 1, close parenthesis squared divided by 6? Alrighty, so whenever you think about order of operations, you're thinking about what do you have to do first. And we always start with parentheses. So we're going to start with 2 plus 1, which is 3. And we're going to drop down everything else. Okay, now we go to exponents. And some of you guys may be like, what is an exponent? Well, this little thing right here is the exponent. And what that tells us is how many times to multiply its base to itself. So here I will be saying 3 times 3. And 3 times 3 is going to give us 9. So then I can drop down everything else that I didn't touch. Okay. And then now what you have to understand is whenever you have multiplication and division, you work from left to right. And since parentheses means when you have one thing in it, one thing in the parentheses, it changes to multiplication. So negative 2 times 9 is going to give us negative 18. And we're going to drop down that division of 6 and the 50. And then division comes before subtracting. So we're going to divide. 18 divided by 6 is going to give us negative 3. Drop down your 50. 50 minus 3 gets us 47. And that is the value of this expression. Alrighty, what is the value of 3/4 divided by 1/2 plus 1/4 minus 1/10? Alright, so we're gonna do 3/4 and we're gonna write divided by, and now we need to come up with a single fraction here at the bottom. Now, whenever you add or subtract fractions, you have to have the same denominator, which means the same bottom of the fraction, okay? So we have to think about the LCM. And I did make a mini lesson on LCM, so go ahead and check that out, okay? GCF, prime numbers. So the least common multiple. So we're thinking about a multiple means a number bigger than these, okay? Or that they can fit into, okay? So the least common multiple for 2, 5, and 10 is 10, okay? So we need to multiply 2 times what gives us 10? Well, 5, and what we do to the bottom, we have to do to the top. Here I have 5 times what will give me 10? 2. So we're gonna multiply 2 and 2. And since this is already 10, we can leave it. So 5 times 1 gets us 5. 5 times 2 gets us 10. Plus 2 times 4 gets us 8. And 2 times 5 gets us 10. Minus the 1/10. Now remember, when you're adding or subtracting fractions, you keep the same denominator and then you just do the math to the top. So 5 plus 8 is going to be 13. 13 minus 1 is going to be 12. Okay. So then we're gonna move this over here. So now we're gonna use our keep, change, flip. Okay. So we're gonna keep this the same, 3/4. We're gonna change this operation to times, and we're gonna flip this to its reciprocal, 10 over 12. Okay, and then we can cross simplify. So 3, if we divide, this goes to 1, and 3 goes into 12 4 times. But I can also divide this by 2 and divide this by 2, and that will be 5. And then we can multiply. 1 times 5 gets us 5. And once I see this, I'm looking at my answer choices. I know B is my answer. And 2 times 4 gets me 8. Alrighty, let's go to the next order of operations. What is the value of 30 minus 5 times 4 plus 7 minus 3 to the second power divided by 8? Okay, so here we have we're going to drop down this 30 minus 5 times 4 gets us 20 plus, and then we're going to work inside our parentheses. 7 minus 3 is 4. We're going to keep that in parentheses because we have this squared attached to it. We're going to drop down the divided by 8. So we're going to hit this exponent up. Remember, that means 4 times 4. Okay, so 4 times 4 is 16. We're going to drop down that divide by 8 and everything else. And then division comes before subtraction or addition. So 16 divided by 8 is 2. And then when you have subtraction and addition, you always work from left to right. So 30 minus 20 is 10 plus 2. And 10 plus 2, B is our answer, 12. All righty. Thank you for watching. We're going to go to the next problem. I suggest you pause the video and see if you can get it, okay? All righty, order of operations. So we have 3 to the third minus 8 times 4 minus 2 plus 60 divided by 4. So let's first start with our 3 to the third. So 3 to the third means 3 times 3 times 3. And 3 times 3 is 9 times 3, which is going to give us 27. Okay. Minus, we're going to drop down that 8. And then we're going to work inside the parentheses. So 4 minus 2 gets us 2. Plus 60 divided by 4. So now we're going to look to see we have subtraction, multiplication, addition, division. So we're going to do from left to right with the multiplication, then division. So we're going to drop down our 27 minus 8 times 2 gets us 16 plus 60 divided by 4 is going to give us 15. Let me double check. So 4 goes into 60 one time. Yep. And then drop down that 20. Yeah, 15. Okay, so now whenever you have addition and subtraction, you got to work from left to right, okay, you guys? So let's hit it from left to right. So 27 minus 16. So if we do 27 minus 16, that's going to 7 minus 6 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1 plus that 15. So 11 plus 15 gives us 26. And that is our answer for number 4. All right, number 5 says 3 times 5 plus, and then parentheses, 6 times 2 minus 3 to the third. Well, we just did 3 to the third over here, so we know that's going to give us 27 minus, and then 6 times 2, we're going to work inside the parentheses, 12 plus, and we're going to drop down everything else. Okay, so we have 3 times 5, which is 15. Plus 12 minus 27. Again, left to right when you have addition and subtraction. 15 plus 12 gets us 27. Minus 27 is going to be 0. Thank you so much for watching, and I most definitely will catch you on the next one. Bye.